The DA Cilliers Brink has been removed as City of Tshwane Mayor. He has lost a motion of no confidence at a council meeting. 120 councillors voted in favour of that motion, while 87 voted against it. One councillor abstained. His ousting follows the collapse of the DA's coalition with ActionSA in the Metro. It's not clear what coalition formation will follow Brink's removal.
We have experience in governing. The best time this municipality was run is when it was Comrade Sputla Ramkupa. That's when the people of Tshwane were at work. That's when there was harmony. Of course there were challenges. There will be challenges even moving forward. But we've got experience as the ANC. And we'll use this experience that we have to turn this city around. So this perception that we want to create at all times, that whenever they are coming in, it means there'll be corruption. We can't allow it. It must not continue. The ANC is in the renewal path, and the ANC is serious about renewal, and it will renew it even in Tshwane. There is also a commitment from the leadership of Tshwane. They will work with the provincial and national leadership in making sure that whatever happens here does not divide them, it's not factional, but it's uniting them, including respecting other political parties.
With the kingmaker, the residents of City of Tshwane put us here to ensure that we can bring some sense. And we thought in the beginning in 2021 that DA was that partner, only to find how wrong we were, that they were prepared to even actually step us at the back. So we'll try the ANC, and we've made it clear to the ANC to say, guys, please, one thing that you must understand. Firstly, it's important to agree as to who's going to be the mayor. And the ANC is happy to have Dr. Tshwane Mayor as the executive mayor, because if you look at all the councillors in the city of Tshwane, who knows the city better than Dr. Mayor? So they are happy for us to nominate recommend Dr. Mayor as our executive mayor, and we will obviously look at now get into the details of the other positions to ensure that we can serve the residents, we can stop this corruption, we can stop the system of servicing other communities and not saving others. We must serve all the communities. We must collect the revenue to ensure that we can provide services. We must provide clean, drinkable water to people of Amanskral. We must put in a professional public service. We will demonstrate to South Africans that we are capable of doing things on our own, and we hope that we're going to have the support of the ANC and our partners.
Situation here in the city of Tshwane gives us a platform to further show the people of Gauteng that we are much more than capable of leading a government and taking over the reins of certain and specific departments and portfolios. So we are definitely looking at wanting to form part of governance. We have removed the extremely racist Democratic Alliance coalition on the basis that not only did they not take the workers of this city seriously, but its people too. You know, they've relegated the responsibility of service delivery orientation to even racist NGOs such as AfriForum and the likes, and the issues of crime have not really been addressed, particularly from a metro perspective, because we do have a Department of Community Safety that has been extremely lull.
The only clear sign that we will take that there's a possibility of a settlement is if the motion of no confidence is withdrawn. Politicians can say many things. They can say, we want to work with you, we want to do this, blah, blah, blah. But it is actions in politics that make a difference, not words. And so we're looking for that motion of no confidence to be withdrawn. And quite frankly, the longer it takes to be withdrawn, the less chance there is of a settlement being reached here.
And that, of course, was the former mayor of Tshwane, in fact, the city of Tshwane, Cilliers Brink. Let's cross live now to Patricia Fisachi, who is standing by with the DA's Gauteng leader, Solim Simang. And of course, Patricia, this is quite a big one for the Democratic Alliance. They were hoping that they were going to be able to protect Cilliers Brink from losing his mayoral chain, but that was not to be.
definitely we saw this morning with that demonstration outside of Tshwane House, of course, as DA members came in their numbers from early morning to obviously, stage their support and show their unity in attempt to obviously put pressure on the Tshwane councillors to try and protect Cilliers Brink, but that did not work. But I think the focus now lies on what lies ahead. Is the DA going to focus on perhaps taking up the opposition benches, or is there another plan? Mr. Msimanga here will outline to us how exactly is the DA responding to this move that we saw in council today.
Well, thank you very much, Patricia. We've been down this road before. This is nothing new to us. We've had motions being put up against us. What we're going to do is to try and reach out to all the political parties and talk about having a government that has actually been working, that has actually stabilized municipal finances and all sorts of things to continue doing the work that needs to be done. Should that fail, we will actually take our opposition benches. We will actually then look, as a Gauteng province, we will look at, what does the GNU mean for us? Because, it started at the provincial level, now it's at a local level where we see the same players doing what they have actually been doing at a provincial level, doing the same thing at a local level. Therefore, we will engage with our national counterparts and see what is the way forward from here.
When you talk about engage with perhaps not just those on national level, but even those on provincial and local level, as we know that, yes, Cilliers Brink has been removed, but the difficult task lies ahead, and that is to craft perhaps a credible leadership that can take Vision Tshwane forward. What would you want to perhaps, what would your selling points be as the DA, having faced this brutality and the criticism about service delivery, the finances? How are you going to convince them that you are fit to be part of perhaps the new formation?
Well, I think the figures speak for themselves. First of all, you would have people that a month ago were celebrating, were part of a coalition agreement, going out there celebrating, talking about all the milestones that the coalition have reached. Whether you're talking about the work that is currently underway with the Hammanskraal water, whether you're talking about the townlands, 1,200 houses that are there, whether you're talking about the stabilization of the municipal finances, which the Auditor General, by the way, is actually now saying, and Salga is actually even now saying, of all the metros, Tshwane has got the most improved. Whether you're talking about the stability in the running of the administration, whether now you have a city manager, a very professional somebody, and actually top management that is a very on top of their game, that are not politically aligned. That is what we wanted to bring in, and this is what we bring in. Now, you tell me if that is not the recipe to win. What we need is time. What we need is cooperation, and not these motions of no confidence and all this, Section 139, that has been brought in to put the city under administration, which then takes the city back and not allow the city to then continue doing what needs to be done. And that, for us, is what we now need to be selling. But I have said to the ANC before, for us, stability is not only concentrating in Tshwane. Stability is all the municipalities around Gauteng. Johannesburg has had now, 6 mayors changing hands in a space of 3 years. We've had, motions now been rumored to be brought in again in Ekurhuleni and also now in Johannesburg. And we are saying we cannot continue to have this where there's motions after motions after motions. We want to make sure that there is stability across. And this is what we're going to be engaging, not only with the ANC, with other political parties as well, to say the people of Gauteng and its municipalities deserve to have stable governments between now and the election time in 2026.
Are you still willing to work with ActionSA after this big public fight, public spat? Should there be a new formation and they are part of it, would you be willing to work with them in this new formation? Well,
they have to show, a sign of honesty and dealing with credibility. You cannot be part of government for 2 years and actually have a deputy mayor who's responsible for service delivery, and then want to use a platform where you then putting the blame on everybody else and wanting to then take all the glory. You cannot do that. If you are part of government, you take the glory with all the challenges, and you remain there. So if they want to then want to all continue to have us working with them, I think they now need to then be honest with the engagement now and what has transpired and going forward, and maybe we can have a conversation.
All right, thank you so much. Of course, they're the dear leader in Gauteng, Swali Msimanga, just reacting to, of course, that motion of no confidence that ultimately removed Cilliers Brink, and we can now safely say that he is the former Tshwane Mayor. Of course, he is a mayor number 6 from the DA, and we wait to see what will happen next. Who will be the next mayor? Are they coming back? Maybe not Cilliers Brink himself, but is the DA coming back? Will they be part of this new power sharing deal that will be led by the ANC in Tshwane? That is the focus that we're all wondering. Who will be the next Tshwane Mayor?
And of course, Patricia, that's the big question as everybody now waits to hear how even the governance structures will then change in the city. But thank you so much for that update. That's my colleague there, Patricia Visagie.